and I'm down here desperately searching for some new staff members. Several people have mentioned...
In the early 1970s, casting for the TV series Kojak began. Telly Savalas, an experienced actor, was cast as the lead, Detective Theo Kojak, after the show's creator, Avi Mann, saw his potential to portray a tough yet sensitive detective. The casting directors were looking for a diverse cast to bring depth to the series. Kevin Dobson, a relatively unknown actor at the time, was chosen for the role of Detective Bobby Crocker after a successful audition. His chemistry with Savalas during screen tests proved to be pivotal in his casting. For the role of Detective Stavros, George Savalas, Telly's real-life brother, was cast. This decision not only added authenticity to their on-screen relationship, but also made for a comfortable working environment. The casting of Kojak's love interest, Detective Rizzo, was given to Dan Frazer. His ability to balance authority and vulnerability in the character won over the casting directors. The process of assembling the cast for Kojak was thorough, with audition and chemistry tests playing crucial roles in the final decisions. Each actor brought their unique strengths to the series, creating a dynamic and engaging show that resonated with audiences.
October the 16th, and on October the 17th, Blaine gets arrested there for robbery, and that's got to...
The director of the 1973 TV series Kojak brought the story to life with a clear vision, focusing on gritty realism and character-driven narratives. Their creative influences included classic film noir and the hard-boiled detective genre. They employed a straightforward and no-nonsense style, emphasizing dialogue and character interactions. Collaboration with the cast and crew was key, fostering a sense of camaraderie and dedication to the project's vision. The director encouraged actors to fully inhabit their roles, bringing authenticity to each scene. Overall, their approach resulted in a memorable and impactful series that resonated with audiences.
What an idea for a pleasant morning.
Kojak, the iconic 1973 TV series, features Detective Theo Kojak, played by Telly Savalas. Kojak is known for his bald head, lollipops, and tough but fair detective work. This show is a classic, and you might have some cherished memories associated with it. Throughout this video, we will share fun, shocking, and sad facts about Kojak. You might be surprised to learn that the show was inspired by a real-life detective, or that Telly Savalas was not the first choice for the role of Kojak. Do you have a favorite episode or a most cherished memory related to Kojak? We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. Additionally, did you know that Kojak was one of the first TV shows to tackle controversial topics like police corruption and organized crime? The show's impact transcended the world of television and left an indelible mark on popular culture. So, keep watching to learn more about this groundbreaking TV series and its enduring legacy.
Have the lab lift Mrs. Marshall's prints from this ashtray and try to get some sort of rundown on her background, too.
How come?
Well, what you said about...
The production of the 1973 TV series, Kojak, took place primarily in New York City, where the show is set. The set design was a significant aspect of the production, with detailed recreation of various New York City locations, such as police stations, courtrooms, and city streets. The show's art department went to great lengths to ensure the sets were as authentic as possible, even sourcing actual furniture and fixtures from New York City buildings. Locations were another critical aspect of Kojak's production. The show's producers aimed to capture the true essence of New York City, so they filmed on location as much as possible. This approach presented several logistical challenges, including managing traffic, obtaining permits, and dealing with weather conditions. However, the result was a realistic portrayal of the city that added to the show's overall appeal. One innovative technique employed during Kojak's production was the use of mobile generators to power the film equipment. At the time, many locations did not have the necessary power sources to support filming. The mobile generators allowed the production team to film in a variety of locations without worrying about power availability. Another notable aspect of Kojak's production was the use of handheld cameras. This technique was relatively new at the time and allowed for a more dynamic and gritty visual style. The handheld cameras added to the show's realism and helped to create a sense of urgency and tension in the scenes. Overall, the production of Kojak was a complex and challenging process, but the results speak for themselves. The show's authentic set design, realistic locations, and innovative filming techniques helped to create a memorable, and enduring TV series that continues to be popular today.
When everything would point to him. For that matter, why would he want to do him in at all?
Telly Savalas brought a unique charm to the 1973 TV series Kojak, playing a New York detective with a distinctive New York attitude. The show's location, filming in the Big Apple, and realistic plots contributed to its appeal, making it an above-average 70s cop show. Kojak is often considered the godfather of TV, with its fast-paced dialogue, witty American slang, and humor that left audiences in other countries, such as England, in awe. The show's ensemble, including the great and smart detective, the nasal and overbearing Captain McNeil, and the brilliant sidekick Stavros and Crocker, came together like a puzzle, creating an intellectual TV show that was unmatched. The direction of Kojak never sagged in quality, and the stories were always intriguing, series after series. While Banashek with George Papar was a close competitor, it lacked the brilliance of an ensemble like Kojak. If there are 3 sets of DVDs that one should own, they would undoubtedly be Kojak, All in the Family, and Law and Order. These shows have left a lasting impact on television and continue to be enjoyed by audiences today. Overall, Kojak is a classic cop show that has stood the test of time with its memorable characters, witty dialogue, and realistic plots. It is a must-watch for any fan of 70s television.
What you want to do is get all of Lago's places, all of them. And
The music in the 1973 TV series Kojak, composed by John Kakavas and Riz Ortolani, plays a crucial role in setting the narrative's tone and enhancing the emotional depth of the characters. The score's distinctive sound, featuring jazz and funk elements, creates a unique atmosphere that sets it apart from other TV shows of the time. John Kakavas, who composed the series' main title theme, drew inspiration from the character's personality and the show's New York City setting. The theme's use of electric piano, saxophone, and rhythm section captures Kojak's cool, confident demeanor and the city's gritty, urban environment. Riz Ortolani, who composed the score for many of the series' episodes, incorporated a variety of musical styles to complement the narrative's twists and turns. From tense, suspenseful cues to poignant, emotional themes, Ortolani's music adds depth and nuance to the characters and their stories. The composers worked closely with the show's producers and directors to ensure that the music aligned with the show's vision and enhanced the audience's experience. The result is a score that not only complements the narrative, but also stands on its own as a compelling work of art. In creating the soundtrack for Kojak, Kakavas and Ortolani drew upon their extensive experience as film and television composers. With a keen ear for melody and a deep understanding of the emotional power of music, they crafted a score that has left a lasting impact on the world of television. The music of Kojak is a testament to the importance of collaboration between composers, musicians, and filmmakers. By working together to create a cohesive vision, they were able to produce a score that not only complements the narrative, but also enhances the emotional depth of the characters and the world they inhabit.
And, I can't make any promises, but if I can, I'll try to keep it out of the West Coast papers.
Telly Savalas, known for his tough guy roles, underwent a career transformation in the 1970s when he was cast as a homicide detective in the TV movie The Marcus Nelson Murders and its spin-off series, Kojak. In real life, Kevin Dobson, who played Det, Bobby Crocker, had military police experience and knew how to handle a gun, which helped him prepare for the role. Although the name Kojak is of Polish origin, the character's heritage was changed to Greek to match Savalas' own Greek heritage.
Lying.
Lay off this case, Theo. You'll have your shot at him later.
I want it now.
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1973 TV series Kojak is from the episode Dark Sunday, where Detective Kojak, played by Telly Savalas, interrogates a suspect in a dark alley. The scene is a masterclass in tension building, with the dimly lit alley and the eerie silence creating a sense of unease. Director Charles Dubin uses close-up shots to capture the intensity of Savalas' performance, with the detective's bald head and lollipop becoming signature elements of his on-screen persona. Savalas' understated yet powerful delivery, coupled with Dubin's direction, makes this scene one of the most memorable in the series. Cinematographer John M. Stevens uses high-contrast lighting to enhance the mood, with the shadows playing a significant role in heightening the tension. The use of a handheld camera adds to the sense of realism, making the audience feel as if they are right there in the alley with Kojak. The impact of this scene on the audience is profound, as it showcases Kojak's determination and grit in the face of danger. The scene has been analyzed and discussed in various forums and articles, with many praising the direction, performance, and cinematography. In an interview, Telly Savalas spoke about his approach to the character, saying, "Kojak is not a Superman. He's a real man with real feelings and real problems." This approach is evident in the alley scene, where Kojak's vulnerability is on full display, making him a relatable and compelling character. Overall, the alley scene from Kojak is a perfect example of how great direction, performance, and cinematography can create an iconic moment in television history.
Job sex between cops?
In the early 1970s, Robert Ito and Val Bisoglio, who later starred in Quincy M.E., appeared together in the two-part episode of Kojak titled The Chinatown Murders Part 2. Ito's character was associated with a Chinese gang in the episode. Telly Savalas, the lead actor of Kojak, met Angie Dickinson in 1971 while filming Pretty Maids All in a Row. The two actors reconnected 18 years later when Dickinson guest starred in the Kojak episode Fatal Flaw. Their professional relationship blossomed into a lifelong friendship that lasted until Savalas' passing in 1994. Interestingly, Queen Elizabeth II was reportedly a big fan of Kojak, avidly watching the show during its original run. The series, produced by Universal Television, gained a diverse following, including the British monarch.
Jamie was bad news.
He did what we told him to do. Jamie didn't know.
Kojak, the 1973 TV series, made a significant cultural and social impact. Starring Telly Savalas as the bald, tough-talking detective, Kojak, the show resonated with audiences due to its gritty realism and memorable lead character. Kojak's catchphrases, like "Who loves ya, baby?" and his lollipop-sucking habit, became pop culture icons. The series tackled relevant social themes, such as corruption, racism, and urban decay, contributing to discussions and raising awareness. It also featured a diverse cast, which was groundbreaking for its time, helping to break down racial barriers on television. Kojak's influence extended beyond the small screen, inspiring various parodies and references in other media, including films, TV shows, and music. The series also played a role in shaping the modern detective genre, with its focus on realism and complex characters. Overall, Kojak left a lasting impact on popular culture and contributed to important social conversations, making it a significant cultural artifact of the 1970s.
Sell out to him?
I didn't assume anything. I was too horrified.
The episode one for the Morgan Kojak was influenced by the attempted assassination of Mafia boss Joe Colombo, which took place 2 years before. The show unfortunately got canceled after the 5th season due to low ratings. Interestingly, Kelly McCall, an old acquaintance of Kojak's, was portrayed as being 4 years younger than Susan Sullivan's actual age. Kojak, the 1973 TV series starring Telly Savalas as the bald, no-nonsense detective, received critical acclaim for its innovative approach to the police genre. The New York Times praised the show for its first-rate scripts and tough, torrid air. The series also gained a large audience, with viewers appreciating Savalas' charismatic performance and the show's gritty realism. Kojak earned several award nominations, including 4 Emmy nominations for Outstanding Drama Series, and a win for Savalas as Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 1974. The series also received 4 Golden Globe nominations, with Savalas winning for Best TV Actor in a Drama in 1975 and 1976. These accolades were significant for those involved in the show, as they recognized the high-quality writing, acting, and production values of Kojak. The awards and nominations also boosted the show's popularity and cemented its place in TV history. The Emmy and Golden Globe wins for Savalas were particularly noteworthy, as they highlighted his talent and versatility as an actor and solidified his status as a TV star. Overall, Kojak's critical reception and awards reflect the show's enduring impact on the police genre and its significance in television history. The series' innovative storytelling, memorable characters, and high-quality production values continue to resonate with audiences today.
There are no old scores with you on it. You've been in sudden death overtime playoff ever since I caught you taking.
Kevin Dobson, the youngest cast member of Kojak, was the last surviving member until his death in September 2020. Before working together on Kojak, Telly and George Savalas co-starred in the movie Kelly's Heroes. In the film pilot of the Marcus Nelson murders, which later became Kojak, the lead character's last name was spelled Kojak with a C, but it was removed when the show began.
Hello. Yeah, it's a very good circuit. I can hear you just fine.
Telly Savalas, known for his role as Kojak, was a surprising magnet for children on set. Despite his tough guy character, Savalas was kind and patient, often spending time with young visitors and letting them sit on his lap. Savalas was also particular about his on-screen lollipops, insisting on using real ones instead of props. This led to numerous takes being delayed as he'd finish his lollipop and request another. The show's theme song, composed by John Kakavas, was initially rejected by the network. However, Savalas loved it and played it repeatedly at home. Eventually, the network changed its mind, and the catchy tune became one of the most recognized TV themes of the 1970s. The series was known for its gritty realism, which was a departure from the glossy TV shows of the time. To achieve this, the producers often filmed on location in New York City, even in notoriously dangerous neighborhoods. This added authenticity, but also posed challenges in terms of security and logistics. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew developed a strong bond. They often socialized off-set, with Savalas frequently treating everyone to dinner. These experiences helped create a warm, familial atmosphere that translated into the show's chemistry. Behind the scenes, the show was a mix of hard work, camaraderie, and unexpected moments of joy, making Kojak not just a TV series, but a shared experience for all involved.
I'm gonna miss you, Harry. What are you doing?
In the 1970s TV series Kojak, the main character, played by Telly Savalas, had a unique approach to pursuing suspects. At least once in each episode, he would shoot a suspect in the leg from behind to end foot chases. Such actions would likely lead to severe consequences today, including potential prosecution for assault with a deadly weapon. Telly Savalas, known for his bald head, was the first detective to feature this characteristic on a TV show, which became his trademark. His ex-co-star, Kevin Dobson, once stated in an interview that Savalas was his best and dearest friend. Kojak was a groundbreaking series in many ways, with a memorable and influential lead character. The show's innovative approach to storytelling and casting has left a lasting impact on television history. Kojak, the 1973 TV series, holds a significant place in film history due to its innovative approach to crime dramas. Starring Telly Savalas as the bald, straight-talking detective, Kojak brought a new level of realism and grit to the genre. The series wasn't afraid to tackle tough issues, and its influence can be seen in many subsequent crime shows. Kojak's impact on future filmmaking is evident in the way it handles storytelling and character development. The series focused on the personal lives of its characters, adding depth and complexity to the narratives. This approach has since become a staple in modern television and film. The series also inspired several subsequent works. For instance, the character of Kojak has been referenced and parodied in various media, including films, TV shows, and video games. Additionally, the iconic catchphrase, "Who loves you, baby?" has become a part of popular culture. Furthermore, Kojak's diverse casting and willingness to tackle social issues set it apart from many of its contemporaries. This progressive approach has likely influenced the more inclusive and socially conscious storytelling we see today. In summary, Kojak's lasting legacy lies in its innovative storytelling, character development, and progressive approach to diversity and social issues. Its impact can be seen in numerous subsequent works, making it a significant contribution to the world of film and television.
This is Arnie Saxler. Don't worry, he'll take it.
While filming the Marcus Nelson murders, real snow was captured on camera, adding to the movie's authenticity. Before appearing together on Knots Landing, Kevin Dobson and Joan Van Ark first met on this series. Van Ark played a detective who joined the team, causing some tension and showcasing their on-screen chemistry. Although the show primarily focused on Kojak's police work, it occasionally delved into other aspects of his life. For instance, the first season episode Knockover featured a subplot where Kojak pursued a romantic relationship with a female police officer, offering a glimpse into his personal life.
To be careful.
Thanks.
In the crime drama Kojak, the main character, played by Telly Savalas, references Batman and Robin in various episodes. In the episode 18 Hours of Fear, New York City is even referred to as Gotham City by guest star Chuck McCann. The show also had personal connections behind the scenes, with Telly Savalas being the godfather of actress Jennifer Aniston, whose father, John Aniston, was a regular guest star on Kojak. To top it all off, Telly Savalas' best friend, Danny Thomas, made a guest appearance in the final episode as the assistant chief of police. Telly Savalas, known for his role in Kojak, lent his voice to several British tourist information films during the 1970s, reportedly recording them all in one visit to the UK to promote his show. Young actor Kevin Dobson, who played Savalas' partner, Detective Bobby Crocker, in Kojak, was mentored by Savalas in the early stages of his career. Interestingly, years later, Dobson co-starred with Savalas' daughter, Nicola Sheridan, on Knots Landing, a show where she considered Savalas her father instead of her stepfather. In addition, both Sylvester Stallone and Charles Napier appeared in the same Kojak episode before they both starred in Rambo: First Blood Part Roman II. This demonstrates the interconnectedness of the acting world, where even seemingly minor roles can lead to future opportunities and collaborations.
Still using them, Lieutenant. They went back to them. And personally, I'm sorry to say, I don't know of any.
Well, suddenly I know two.
In the critically acclaimed TV series Kojak, Detective Bobby Crocker hailed from Jackson Heights, Queens, New York, which coincidentally happened to be Kevin Dobson's birthplace in real life. Before Daniel J. Travany became a household name in Hill Street Blues, he had already made his mark in Kojak, appearing twice as different police officers. The first guest stars of the television movie were Robert Walden, Val Bisoglio, and Cheetah Rivera, while Rick Hurst was the primary guest star of the television show.
You killed him.
I shouldn't have took it.
Kevin Dobson gained public recognition for his roles in the television series Kojak and Knots Landing. In Kojak, he played Detective Bobby Crocker, who had been working under Captain Frank McNeil for a longer period than any other squad member. Kojak's dialogue often reflected hard-boiled fiction, as seen when he instructed a subordinate to retrieve debris from a river, stating, "There's some debris floating in the river. Would you fish it out before it pollutes the entire eastern seaboard?" This no-nonsense approach added to the character's distinctive personality and made Kojak a memorable series.
Well, we're shopping for a birthday present.
Kevin Dobson, known for his role in Kojak, had a deep appreciation for his co-star and mentor, Telly Savalas. As a young fan, Dobson admired Savalas' movies, and years later, he successfully auditioned for the part of Savalas' trusted partner in the series. The two actors developed a strong bond on set, with Dobson often speaking fondly of Savalas in interviews even after his death. In one particular episode, Death is Not a Passing Grade, James Woods made a guest appearance when both Richard Dreyfuss and Martin Sheen declined the role. This episode showcases the talented actors who have been part of the Kojak series over the years. In short, Kojak offered opportunities for actors like Dobson and Woods to work with and learn from experienced mentors like Savalas, creating a lasting impact on their careers and the television landscape.
No, and frankly, I don't care. There's been a crime and she's in danger. Look, I'll hire a private eye if I have to do it.
Take it.
In 1973, Telly Savalas first brought the character of Lieutenant Theo Kojak to life in the film, The Marcus Nelson Murders, which later led to the spin-off series Kojak. The city of New York recognized the significance of this role by declaring the film as its official movie in 1990 and awarding Savalas the key to the city. Savalas met his last wife, Julie Hovland, on the set of Kojak in 1977. Hovland was a travel agent from Minnesota, and their meeting led to their marriage. Kevin Dobson, who played Detective Bobby Crocker, had to audition 3 times before securing the role. His persistence paid off, and he became a memorable part of the series.
Lady Beta.
Get him out of here.
Hey, you don't like me move?
Telly Savalas, known for his role as Kojak, initially had no plans to star in a television series. However, after the success of the movie, the Marcus Nelson Murders, he agreed to sign on. Unfortunately, Kojak was one of the 7 shows canceled by Universal Television in 1978 after 5 seasons. The other 6 shows were Columbo, The $6 Million Man, Beretta, Switch, The Bionic Woman, and Black Sheep Squadron. Throughout the series, only 2 actors, Telly Savalas and Dan Frazer, appeared in every episode. This demonstrates their commitment and contribution to the show's success, despite its eventual cancellation. The other shows mentioned also had varying degrees of success, with Columbo being the longest running, lasting for 7 seasons.
Okay, Webster, listen, eh? Everything's cool. Just as long as you stay away from the naughty...
The pilot episode of Kojak, The Marcus Nelson Murders, stood out with its extensive filming in New York, creating a gritty atmosphere. Unlike the regular show, the supporting characters were mostly corrupt police officers and politicians. The main character, Kojak, drove a 1970 AMC Ambassador and a 1972 Alfa Romeo, while his expensive taste in clothing contrasted with his complaints about his $240 a week after taxes job.
Don't underestimate me. All we've got to do is find...
Telly Savalas, born on the same day as Benny Hill, became known for his portrayal of Det, Theo Kojak in the 1973 TV series. Interestingly, Benny Hill later impersonated Kojak on The Benny Hill Show. In the series, Bobby Crocker was a cop with a reputation as a ladies' man, often skating the line between competence and incompetence. Despite his shortcomings, he was a dedicated officer determined to get the job done. A New York Chronicle article from 1957, written by Nancy Curry and Rafael Hernandez, served as inspiration for the show. The article detailed the discovery of skeleton remains in a demolished office building in downtown Manhattan, hinting at the dark and gritty world Kojak would later inhabit.
You start with nothing, and you end with nothing. In between, there should be a...
If you have memories of watching Kojak, a groundbreaking 1973 TV series, we'd love to hear them. Share your experiences and thoughts on how this iconic show impacted you personally or influenced your perspective on cinema. Did Kojak's unique storytelling and memorable characters leave a lasting impression on you? Or perhaps it made you appreciate the evolution of television and crime dramas over the years. We invite you to like, share, and subscribe to join us in our exploration of cinematic history. Let's reminisce and engage in conversations about the shows that have shaped our love for television. Your stories and insights are invaluable to our community, so don't hesitate to comment and start a discussion. Together, let's celebrate the enduring impact of Kojak and other classic series.
Trigger-happy Nate Markowitz. Hell, you're crazy. You know that? You're out of your loving tree.